Virgo, I am your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, October 23rd to Monday, October 30th, 2017. Now, what's going on this week, Virgo, is we've got the Sun and Jupiter conjunct right here in your third house of talk and of communication and of people around town in your community, okay? So I think what's going on here is you're just trying to figure out how to communicate better with people, also with yourself, think about your life better as well, and to work better with people around town in some way, okay? Because this is Jupiter here, because the Sun here at the very beginning degrees of Scorpio, I think there could be some uncomfortable feelings from the past about how it was hard for us to communicate in the past, or to work with our community, or to talk to people about what it is that's really important to us deep down, that it is that we really wanted, that we're having to face and come to terms with here, so that we can start to communicate better with people. I think that's what you want to do here. You want to communicate better, more honestly, more openly about things that you really want and desire deep down. And I think trying to get over some things that may have been hard for you from the past when it comes to communicating about your life and thinking about your life, so that you can start to do it in a better way, okay? I think as you're thinking a lot, or as you're trying to work some things out emotionally around that, I think there's also a lot of thinking and communication happening there too, with Mercury nearby. I know that's kind of hard because you've got Mercury, the planet of thinking, okay, in the third house, which also rules a lot of thinking too. So there's a lot of thinking about thinking going on this week for you, and a lot of communication happening just about things going on deep down inside you that are important to you, and really trying to bring some of those things to light here, and to work better with people and to communicate better with them about what it is that you're feeling. All right, I think a lot of this stuff here has to do with Neptune is in your 7th house of partnerships as well. Okay, because we do have Mercury in your 3rd making a trine to Neptune in your 7th. So I don't know, you're just trying to figure out how to communicate better with other people about what it is that you want. I think you want to have more authentic communication with people. You want to be able to bring your heart into your relationships with people, be really understood, perhaps create some really deep, or have some really deep, meaningful conversations with people here about things that are important to you, that are coming in, that you're just really trying to work out and to move into new chapters with, so that you can do them better and have the relationships and the people in the community that it is that you want. All right, I think this could be a little hard here with Neptune in your 7th house of partners, because Neptune can bring confusion. So I think there could be some confusion here about your relationships, about how you can work better with other people, maybe worried that other people won't understand you, or won't be able to do some things that you need them to do, or in some way, or just that the communication will go wrong. Maybe that's what you're worried about here. But I think needing to realize that if you stop trying to make sure that other people do everything that you want them to do and fit into these little box, I think if you stop trying to do that, it's going to be a lot easier for you to have these communications. And if you're more willing and open and accepting of whatever these other people that you want to work with have to say, I think then this week is going to be a lot easier for you to move forward here, okay, than it has been before. And I know, my Virgos, I know you like things to be very detailed, very specific, to have a plan in place, to make sure everything is in order. But I think when it comes to other people here, especially this week, you need to be graceful with them. You need to be open to whatever it is that they have to say, and you need to be okay if they don't always react in the way that you want them to react, okay? And I think if you can do that, it's really going to allow you to get some insights here about your life, about what you want, about how you can work with other people to do that, and what you need to do with other people moving forward, all right? If some of that makes sense. And I think if you can just focus on communicating very openly and honestly about what it is that you want, regardless of what other people think, or regardless of what other people say, and if you're very compassionate when you do communicate, I think it's definitely going to help you here to open up some more doors here where it comes to where Pluto is in your 5th house of happiness and joy, also ruling passion projects and kids as well, and romantic relationships here. Communicating very honestly about what it is that you want, especially with other people, is going to allow you to find the joy in your life once again, find some more happiness, do something better in regards to kids or a passion project or something that it is that you enjoy in some way, and just needing to be patient here as you work some issues out and be understanding of whatever comes up, and to not hide who it is that you really are as well, and what it is that you really feel inside as you go about working with other people and trying to do something that it is that you enjoy, okay? Now there could be some things things that come up when it comes to home and family here with Saturn in your 4th house of home and family, making a square to Chiron in your 7th house of partners. So I think you could be worried as well that just something's not going to work out when it comes to your home life and other people, that people are going to be really hard for you to build a home life, build something very stable that's very core to your being when you're working with relationships. I can definitely see that being a little bit of a sticking point this week here. But I think you need to not worry about whether or not other people are going to help you build something and whether or not other people are going to be there for you, and to just focus on communicating openly about what it is that you want and getting everything out into the open, all right? Even if it's uncomfortable on your end and even if it's uncomfortable on the other person's end, okay? I think that's going to be there, and I think open and honest communication is going to be what you need to be happy and to find the joy in your life again, okay? This communication is also going to help you here when it comes to the North Node and your 12th house of your insides, okay, which is making a square there to find more peace in your life, to be more comfortable internally with yourself and overcome some stuff from the past, perhaps that you feel like has been holding you back and dragging you down, okay? And I think being able to communicate more openly and honestly here is really going to help you to move forward into new chapters and to find that peace that you feel like you maybe have been missing lately, okay? So I think that's happening there as it's going on. We also have Venus here, still hanging out in your 2nd house of money and of your confidence and of your gifts and talents. Okay, making a square over to Pluto in your 5th house of happiness. So as you're trying to communicate more about what you want and need and trying to work with other people to find the joy, once again, I think you're also trying to figure out your money situation and your finances and perhaps your confidence and your gifts and talents and how you can confidently do something that it is that you enjoy, step into new chapters where you're feeling happier in life, finding more of the pleasure, working with kids, things like that, and maybe also trying to rearrange your money in order to get there, use new gifts and talents and skills as well in order to move forward. And I think you're just trying to communicate as well about with other people about how you can use your money, use your resources, find the stability in your life once again, okay? Feel more comfortable and more confident, okay, doing things that are really, really important to you and that you feel like can be bring you the joy that you need once again, okay? So I think that's a lot of what's going on here. I don't think it's new for you with the money and the confidence, especially when it comes to some happy thing that you're trying to do to work those two out with a bunch of planets having been through Libra the past few weeks. But I think there are still a few things you're trying to work out in your life to make sure that you can financially support some joyful thing that you're doing, or to be more confident in a romantic relationship, since the 5th house rules that as well. I think you're just trying to work some of that stuff out, okay? With Mars moving in here too, it's still going to be a thing you're going to have to deal with for a little bit longer. You may have to be patient when it comes to communicating and thinking about money and thinking about your confidence, okay, and being able to work with other people when it comes to money and your confidence. But I think it's there if you just be patient and keep moving forward, taking care of some of this other stuff, okay, and communicating about what it is that's important to you, all right? So that's what I've got for you, Virgo. Your card for the week is... it's the 3 of Swords upright, okay? This is a heartbreak card. Not to be a downer, but this is definitely the card of some hard, uncomfortable news coming this week, okay? The reason why the news is uncomfortable, though, is not necessarily because it's bad, but because it's so honest and it's so true, and because you know it is, and that's why it hurts, you know? Is that sometimes when people express themselves openly, especially with all this communication going on this week, people say things that you don't want to hear, all right? And I think this week you need to be okay with that if someone says something that you don't want to hear or that you don't like or that you think is uncomfortable, okay? Because I think it's better to live the truth even if it's uncomfortable than to live a lie. And I think that's what you're trying to do this week, is to make sure you're not living a lie, to make sure that your relationships are built on some deep emotional truths moving forward. And I think you need to accept that and understand that and take whatever it is that comes from you or from other people, as long as it is true and honest, okay? So that's what I've got for you this week, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. I hope you like it. If you do, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and I will talk to you later.